This is the season that promised to solve the bigotry problem within Big Brother. And what has BB diversity gotten us this season? Well, it has gotten us our first race based alliance. It has also gotten us BB Twitter actually celebrating a house alliance. BB Twitter celebrating Showmances. All because it's not that they were against house alliances or against bigotry in Big Brother. It was the fact that they didn't like the house alliances that were being made, and they didn't like the perceived bigotry. Because the fact is, there's never been a alliance based on race. People can speculate, and people have speculated. People perceive it that way, but no one has ever officially declared or announced a white alliance or any race based alliance. But now they have, and it's okay because it's perceived that racism only exists within certain people, which is a very problematic, as they like to say, concept. But because of that, I've been barely capable of watching this season. Even though I can see the feeds whenever I want without having to pay Paramount Plus, I'm just not interested. Right now, Xavier is the HOH. Brittany and Brent are his two nominees. The POV is currently underway. And this move is, again, based on someone caring about what woke Twitter thinks. Like Frenchie made moves that were against his better interests. I believe Kylan did make the proper move. He put the person up who put him up after they promised not to put him up. So that was actually a move for him. But now you have Xavier, who's targeting Brent after two guys have exited, and targeting Brent, who's not targeting him. But he's doing it because the females in the house are telling him to. And he's doing it because, he's woke BB Twitter himself, meaning he's giving shout outs to Devon while also uh, being accompanied to David Alexander slander. Yeah. So this is the future of Big Brother, I guess. They're going to cast these type of guys that even though they may have different aesthetic appearances and not all be white, they still are going to have this mindset that is all the same. What what does Twitter want to happen? What will Twitter think? I mean, there's not a man in the house that has any sort of backbone. I mean, funny enough, the only person who realized that they need to stop targeting guys is Derek F. And you would think otherwise. But it's not just about targeting girls, it's about targeting the better players. And the better players so far is clearly someone like Claire, someone like Hannah. Frenchie deserved to be targeted because he was chaotic, but they are only focusing on certain targets based on the socio-political politics outside of the house, which is very rigidly bigoted, even though it claims to be some type of positive progressivism. So yeah, if this is the future of Big Brother, then I don't even think I will watch the feeds for free any longer. I've only watched parts of this season because I was curious to see how this new cast was going to be, and so far it's been underwhelming. Now, granted, this will only be the third eviction, so there is possibility for it to pick up. But right now, seeing everybody being concerned with what people think on the outside, it's just not Big Brother. Big Brother is about house guests being isolated from the outside world, not thinking about the outside world, and just focusing on playing the game. But with all these people having Twitters and Instagrams and TikToks and wanting a virtue signal, they're all essentially playing for what they believe the outside thinks. And that's why Frenchie's ass is home right now. But we'll see. Maybe things will pick up if the right person wins this veto and people are forced to show their cards more. Because I'm only interested in watching an interesting season with compelling gameplay with people that actually want to win the game. Not here for gossip, drama, or woke nonsense. But clearly, that's what dominates Big Brother Twitter.